In today's video we will talk about the Chagos Islands, which are some of the still occupied territories and still seeking independence. The Chagos Islands was home to the Chagosians from the 1700s, brought as slaves by the French from Africa and India, a Bourbonnais Creole-speaking people, until the United Kingdom expelled them from the archipelago at the request of the United States between 1967 and 1973 to allow the United States to build Naval Support Facility Diego Garcia, a military base on Diego Garcia, on land leased from the UK military in the British Indian Ocean territories. Since 1971, only the atoll of Diego Garcia has been inhabited, and only by employees of the US military, including American civilian contracted personnel. Since being expelled, Chagosians, like all others not permitted by the UK or US governments, have been prevented from entering the islands. When Mauritius was a French colony, the islands were a dependency of the French administration and Mauritius El Maurice in French. By the Treaty of Paris of 1814, France ceded Mauritius and its dependencies to the United Kingdom. In 1965, while planning for Mauritian independence, the UK constituted the Chagos as the British Indian Ocean Territory by it. Mauritius gained independence from the United Kingdom in 1968 and has since claimed the Chagos Archipelago as Mauritian territory. In 2019, the International Court of Justice (ICJ) issued a non-binding advisory opinion stating that the UK has an obligation to bring to an end its administration of the Chagos Archipelago as rapidly as possible, and that all member states must cooperate with the United Nations to complete the decolonization of Mauritius. In January 2021, the United Nations General Assembly approved a resolution proclaiming this. In 2021, the International Tribunal for the Law of the Sea confirmed for its jurisdiction that the UK has no sovereignty over the Chagos Islands, and thus the islands should be handed back to Mauritius. Today there are about 4,000 Chagosians still living in the UK who want to go back to their land, especially the part now called Diego Garcia. They also want independence from Mauritius as they claim sovereignty over the islands. In October 2024, the UK government announced it would hand over sovereignty of the Chagos Islands to Mauritius subject to finalization of a treaty. Some Chagosians have criticized the deal for not having included the Chagosian community in the decision-making process. On the same day, former Maldivian President Mohamed Nasheed commented that the decision to transfer the Chagos Islands to Mauritius, despite the Maldives' claims, was unacceptable. They have lived very simple, Spartan lives in their isolated archipelago, working in the coconut and sugar plantations, or in the fishing and small textile industries. Their language is still spoken by some of their descendants in Mauritius. Thanks for watching and remain curious.